Hi everyone, Vincent over here. This video is about your day 5 assignment. On the screen, you see the finished version of the day 5 assignment. I'm going to flip over to the unfinished version and let's go into it. This is the blank version of the assignment. We have dates in column A, the reporting periods from 2019, 2020, and the respective products from column B, C to D. The assignment objective is to create an area for the 2021 forecast numbers right after the December 2020 sale. Here's the end result of the assignment file again. In this area here, we have the forecasted numbers for 2021. And in the area below are form controls. They are scroll bars designed to change the outcome of your original forecast. We are building a what if analysis here. So the what if are consisting of scenarios which can be changed by our scroll bars for each product. By clicking on each of the scroll bar, we can change the scenario from good to bad and vice versa. I'm flipping to another worksheet which I have done in class. This worksheet is a direct reference to the assignment. It is file number 5, quantitative methods. Please go to that file and re-examine column E. And under the tab linear regression, of course, look into the cells in column E to revise how the forecast formula worked for that particular example. Remember the linear regression formula. From your data set, relate what is X and what is Y to the linear regression formula. From the formula, we know that Y is the dependent variable and X is the independent variable. The next thing is to go back to our assignment worksheet. I like to set up the scenario or the space for 2020, and I just drag the November to December downwards to copy the cells so that I can establish January to December 2020. The next step is to look at our forecast function and our linear regression formula and establish from my data set what is X and what is Y. We have only 2 years here, 2020 and 2021. Now in this case, in this particular assignment, I have established that Y is 2020 and X is 2019. I proceed to cell B26, put an equal sign and plug in my forecast function. Bearing in mind that I need to know and remember what's X and what is Y. Now in this particular case, right, there's an interesting variable called X only. In this case, it's January 2020. So I'm going to put it in. And known Y's are the whole set of January to December 2020. Leaving known X's as January to December 2019. Before doing anything else, I would like to lock rows before copying the formula to the other two products. So I'm going to put a dollar sign in the relevant rows, 14, 25, and so on and so forth. So be careful with your locking because you're going to copy over, and if you make this mistake, your formulas are going to be wrong and the forecast numbers are going to be out. Hit the enter button when done. Go to the right bottom corner and double click to copy downwards, and then drag to columns C and D to get it done. So randomly test your ranges of your formulas to ensure that they are correct and there are no mistakes here. Flipping over to the finish example, there are scroll bars there, right? So that's the next step. We want to build the scroll bars. The reason is the scroll bars will be used to control the original forecast cells right above the cells in blue there, so that we have a dynamic feature on when and how we do the what if analysis. The scroll bar will enable us to scroll and put an input based on the scrolling values. Flipping back to our assignment here, it's time to create that scroll bar. Go over to your developer menu, click on insert and look for the icon with scroll bar description on it, and there it is. Go to your relevant cell and draw that scroll bar out. Right click on the scroll bar and look for format control. That's where we're going to edit certain things there. Click on format control and we get the format control pane up there right on the screen. I want to input the cell link for this scroll bar, which is right below the actual scroll bar itself in row 41. And I want to change the maximum value to 200 because I'm doing forecasting, and I want to look at numbers where the numbers increase up to beyond 100%, say 150% or 200%. So if I don't change my number from 100% or 100 in this case, what you see on the screen here, my forecast will be up to the maximum of 100%. So that doesn't make sense, right? So clicking on that maximum value, change it to 200%, link my cell link and click OK. After this, I'm going to test my scroll bar by clicking on the scroll bar and looking at the maximum and minimums of the thresholds that I'm in. I'm going to link the cell below the cell link to the cell link itself. The reason is I want to create a percentage cell from this cell, because I know that the cell link cannot be manipulated much in that way. So the 6,000 here, which is too high, I want to divide it by 100 and check it out. It looks alright. I stick with it and test it out. Now it's time to link those forecast cells in blue to cell B42, so that when I click on the scroll bar, the forecast numbers change according to what I click. It's just a simple mathematical multiply formula by using the asterisk and locking my cells and double clicking down. By scrolling up and down and make sure that the numbers are alright. Let's check the location of the formulas to make sure they're alright. And it looks okay. Very good. So there we have it. A scroll bar that controls dynamically your forecast numbers.